season, bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the right side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Here's a hit. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job on the QB dropping back the pass, scrambling, getting the first down, and taking a big shot at the end.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Finley. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking deep. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point was good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Using his legs, it's Carrion. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win.
Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Makes the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes a connection.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes are on the move. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Finley. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Catch in the middle, it's Finley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Caught behind the line. It's Finley. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF.
Found the spot in the defense.
Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Finley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Just keep slinging it. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And obviously not good execution. And he misses the attempt. But the bigger issue I have, guys, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, it's first down. So I don't know why we're even attempting a field goal. So he missed it, yes, I'm upset, but I'm kind of more upset at the coaching staff for even trying the field goal.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USF. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not a lot of room on return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up, and the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Sooners are in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Finley.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives into the 10-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely... And he brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They boot it away on 4th down. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great team...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Grab behind the line. It's Finley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
Back to throw. It's Lincoln. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown Sooners. A great catch and run for 6. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. Go to the end zone. Picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way.
tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Unloads quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback now breaking the field. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He slings it deep to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. This one's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll give it to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been...
There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but Maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game, so we got to go. We got to take shots, find the matchups, and let's see what happens.
Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. Caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Lincoln. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part and takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.